Released back in May 2017, the world's got its first street basketball game in many years. Okay, I suppose we got 3-on-3 freestyle, but anyway, with a combination of NBA Jam and NBA Street, NBA Playgrounds was meant to be a great addition that we haven't seen in quite some time for this genre of sports games. Since its release, we haven't exactly heard anything more about NBA Playgrounds, and could that be because it's considered a flop? Well, I'm here to take a closer look at the game, so make sure you keep it locked. Nearing release, NBA Playgrounds was teased to be the best of both worlds in regards to NBA Jam and NBA Street, and that's what initially made the game so intriguing for so many different people, myself especially when it came to this game.
That was off the chain rack!
It's definitely no secret that I'm a massive fan of the NBA Street franchise. Ever since I was young, this was definitely a game that I rinsed continuously back in the days. So I, for one, was really pleased to hear that NBA Playgrounds was going to take up some of the best parts of that game, along with NBA Jam, to make it the game that many people were hoping for.
You have to bring your A game, or else you will.
Just looking at the game, it's quite obvious the game's main influence is NBA Jam, and does a fairly decent job with playing like the classic, just maybe not quite to the standard we all had hoped for. And whilst it certainly does pay me to say this, barely 4 to 5 months down the line, NBA Playgrounds is practically a dead game in my eyes. More recently, if you do try and hop online, which is one of the main draws of this particular game, there's no matches to be had, and just how unfair and broken the AI is in this game, there's almost no reason to play the game alone. Whilst I did have my gripes with regarding the game mechanics, the 2v2 online play was a great laugh for the first few days, but before too long the community just completely dwindled, and now the game is almost pointless to play online because you just aren't going to find anyone in the slightest to play against. We did get a recent update the other day that added quite a few new players to the roster, but there wasn't really anyone in there that would make you want to revisit the game. With all this in mind, I feel that whilst it's sad to say, but NBA Playgrounds was certainly a flop, as the game definitely did not sell particularly well after its initial release, and considering that there's not really that much people really playing the game online anymore, it just goes to show that the game hasn't really stood the test of time. This game had huge potential, but when you consider all what is missing, like co-op or even just better game mechanics, it's hard to really root for this title. Let's hear from some gamers out there, and I will get back with my final thought.
Yo, Mad Pepper, let's go to the phone lines and see what the streets be saying.
NBA Playgrounds was a complete letdown. Worst NBA game to be released. The developers overhyped this title just to give us a weak game that has no depth in it. Online is a complete joke, and the AI is completely rigged. Just bring back NBA Streets Volume 2, or at least just give us an official NBA Jam game on the next-gen consoles, and gamers will be more than happy. I really wanted this game to be good, but it was just a complete letdown.
Bringing you the best gaming content on the planet. You're watching Urban Gameplay.
Thanks for the gamers for their opinions, and I totally agree that I do feel that the game certainly needed more to even be considered a great addition to the street basketball genre. Those who follow the channel will know that I'm extremely critical when it comes to street basketball games, simply because NBA Street Volume 2 is probably my favorite basketball game of all time, and therefore use that game in particular as a standard for any street game that follows.
Ooh, the mash officially.
I'll be honest, I certainly was one of those gamers out there that was back in NBA Playgrounds to do really well, but I just feel disregarding the fact that people are not really playing it online anymore, and even with the poor sales, the actual gameplay itself didn't really live up to my personal expectations, and even the game modes was certainly lacking. They really needed to add a few more tournament modes, and there are a lot more gameplay modes in general, just to ensure that the longevity of this game could have really stood the test of time. I just feel that the developers certainly had a great opportunity to put street basketball games back on the map with a standalone game in NBA Playgrounds, and they have kind of fallen a little short. I still think while maybe this is an impossible request, EA should just remaster NBA Street Volume 2, and I for one will be extremely happy, as that is an all-time classic NBA game. Anyway peeps, thanks for taking the time out to watch this topic video where we discussed NBA Playgrounds being a flop. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below what you think of the game, and are you still playing this game up to today, or are you like me who was just a little bit disappointed with regards to how the game actually ended up being? If you enjoyed this video, do hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And until next urban gameplay video, we definitely say peace out, peeps.
Oh, he bricked it. Fires up the jump shot.
The shot is good for two.
Well, you just embarrassed him.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more cool urban gameplay videos.